Recently on my community tab, I did a poll asking what Dragon Ball Heroes videos you guys wanted to see, and the winner was the villains of Dragon Ball Heroes, but I've already delivered on that video. So the second place one, which got a lot, and I mean a lot of comments, was the story of Cell X. What is Cell X? What's the story behind Cell X? You'll find out on this video everything you need to know about Cell X. It's October, and that means Halloween. And even if you don't celebrate the holiday, Verve has something for you. On the Shudder app, on the Verve Combo Pack, there are tons and tons of horror movies on Verve for you to watch when you get the service, including not just independent horror films, but also recent movies, well, kind of recent, like American Psycho's on here, some of the Halloween films are on here, and also classic Alfred Hitchcock films too, plus a lot of creepy TV shows and creepy series can be found on Verve. Check it out down below, plus there's a new update to Nick Splat with new episodes of Doug, Rocket Power, and tons of Nick shows, and of course, anime, tons of it as well. vrv.co/geekdom. Try it out for free. The link is down below. So this ridiculously monstrous version of Cell, Cell X, actually began and was rooted in the predecessor to Dragon Ball Heroes, and that is, of course, Dragon Ball Online, the Korean MMORPG from many, many years ago. Dragon Ball Online is the game that began the rivalry between the Time Patrol and the Time Breakers that became the main storyline, the main core story of not just Heroes, but also Xenoverse. And it does all begin with the Time Breakers. Many, many years in the future, Towa, who was a scientist as well as a warrior, he wanted access to Goku's DNA. Why he wouldn't get it from one of his children, who knows? But he wanted Goku's DNA, and the best place to do it from his perspective was Cell X. So Towa resurrected Cell and modified Cell into what would be known as Cell X. And of course, Cell X is a boss character in Dragon Ball Online. You do fight him in the game. But essentially what happens is, in the Dragon Ball Online video game, there is, I guess you can say, a distant relative or something, we don't really know the relation, to Bacterian. That's right, the smelly guy from Dragon Ball. And his name is Captain Bacterian. And no, it's not the same guy at all, but they look very, very much alike. So Captain Bacterian actually had a pirate clan, sort of like Luffy, I guess you could say. And his job was to collect energy for Cell X to recuperate him quickly enough so that he can become more powerful. So as Captain Bacterian and his pirates were gathering up energy, Cell X was essentially a prisoner on Papaya Island, which is where Captain Bacterian had a dungeon. Now, Papaya Island is actually the same place, the same location of the original Tenkaichi Budokai tournaments from Dragon Ball, so there's a pretty cool connection there. But what wound up happening is that Cell X grew tired of just sitting there and waiting, so he escaped the prison and created a bunch of like clones of himself to collect energy. And of course, in the game, you fight the clones, then eventually you fight Cell X, who's this big, giant, spider mutation version of Cell, which looks absolutely ridiculous, and I mean that in a good way. Cell X is awesome Dragon Ball wackiness. Now, this would not be the last time that we would see Cell X in the Dragon Ball series. Dragon Ball Heroes brought him back. During the Dark Demon Realm Dark Dragon Balls arc, there was an alternate timeline version of the events of the Cell games where Cell was fighting Gohan in Super Saiyan 2, but in this version, Cell fused with the Dark Dragon Ball to become extremely, extremely more powerful to the point where he actually beat Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now, I did cover the Dark Dragon Balls and what they actually do and what they mean in a separate video, so check that out. I'll leave a link at the end of this video. So anyway, Cell's about to kill Gohan, and then Gravy shows up. Now, Gravy is one of the Dark Demon Wizards who wants that Dark Dragon Ball. But of course, him being a member of the Dark Empire would mean that the Time Patrol would show up as well. So everybody shows up here in this alternate timeline to try to fix things. So Gravy ends up succumbing to Super Saiyan 3 Goku's power, but then Poutine appears. Now, Poutine is Gravy's partner and another member of the Dark Empire, specifically a wizard, and thus to help combat against the Time Patrol, she powers Cell up and he once again transforms into Cell X. So that's the official return of Cell X. Now, that's all from the video game. The manga version of the events are a little bit different. In this version, we're back in the Cell games again. Things are kind of similar, except this time Vegeta is there, and so is Trunks, and they end up fusing to create Vegex, whom I did cover in my video about the fusions of Dragon Ball Heroes. So the fusion of Vegeta and Trunks ends up being what ultimately destroys Cell X once and for all. And of course, the demon god Gravy also helped out. With that being said, I will bring this video to an end. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think about Cell X and his mutation. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon.